Hello there, lovely people. It's Alex from Nintendo Life here. Now, if you watched the last episode, you probably realised that, yeah, this is being recorded about 40 seconds after the last episode. So let's just get straight into the first match, and it's going to be a coin match, what these guys don't know. Okay, we're about to go into it. Now, this should be interesting because I don't think I've actually played a coin match on Smash yet, at least not on this one. Except, of course, in the, oh, I don't know what you call it now, the event modes. So this should be interesting. It mixes it up. I quite like them. These coin modes. They mix it up. They do certainly do that. Nobody can deny that. However, I don't think I'm doing very well. It is interesting how they sort of pan out, and this should be an interesting little match because it's not all about the kills, although they do help. Because well, not so much kills, but staying alive helps. Whoa! Oh, I didn't realise I'd used all my jumps. Yeah! Villager! If you can... Oh, Game & Watch, you've got far too many coins. I'm going to have to take some of them from you. Not that you can actually take coins. No, 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 I'm Villager. I've not got that many coins. You should leave me alone. I'm hapless. I also just did Lloyd Rocket the wrong way, which just only strengthens my hapless statement from a few moments ago. Let's get... Oh, you and your key to knowledge. That's something that my friends and I always used to call it back in the Melee days. Don't know why. And when I say friends and I mean my friend who I used to play Smash with. I must admit, most of my friends didn't care for Nintendo systems when I was younger, which was really disappointing. And that's the case in a lot of places in the UK. A lot of people just don't care for it. I think Game & Watch... Well, Game & Watch has certainly got the edge at the moment. No! He's got over 200. I'm stuck on a paltry 80. Oh. No! Is that Villager? I've done nothing! You shouldn't be crying for me. You should be saying, Villager, please stop! You're dreadful. Wee! Way! Oh, incidentally, guys, I'm also thinking of doing a special video. Maybe a one-off. Maybe I'll do more if it does well. Video where I play around in Mario Kart 8, much like this. If that's something you'd like to see, do let me know, because it would be fantastic to know whether that's something you guys would want. Of course, that will tie in with the DLC, and of course, 200cc mode, which will be a lot of fun, I'm sure. Ah! I haven't got enough coins to win! In fact, I'm last, and I haven't died! That just shows how awful I am at coin match. And get all the coins! I have a terribly disastrous need for coins. Disaster. That is definitely my death. No, I need my coins back. Give me my coins. 132, that's not enough. How am I supposed to rebuild this mansion with only 132 coins? Notes. Why are notes so much better? I mean, I know they're paper money, but when it comes to actual, you know, raw value, when you take money out of the equation, coins are going to be worth more because they're heavier. There's more to them. There's more substance. That's just my 2 cents. I lost by 1 coin. That is. I can't believe that! I lost by 1 coin and they were joint second. How often does... Oh. I don't need to explain it. You can understand how close it was. Next match! Okay, I think we've got enough people in now. We've got Furlough, Fate and Ollie Matty. You joined a moment ago. Sorry, chap. If nobody else joins and you come back again, then why not? It's still early days for this new system, so we've got a few kinks to iron out. I'm not going to play as Jigglypuff. Or am I? You'll just have to wait for the match to start, which could happen any moment now. I tell you, lovely people, my back is beginning to kill me. I don't know why. I think it's all the computers. Not saying it's like the Terminators or anything doing that. That would be weird. No, it's just using computers really does take it out on my back. I've got quite a sensitive back, which is not something that I would admit openly. Who chose Temple? I mean, it's an awesome stage, but it's huge. Actually, I think it would probably be best if I stayed away from Fate, because I know how good he is. I'm gonna... Who's player 4? I'm gonna take him on. Whoa! No, you're not. I've got an itchy eye. This is not helping. I'm going to have to escape. Yeah. Oh. I'm just going to stay still for a moment, see if anyone comes near me. Whoa. So if you guys who are playing, well, at the moment, but in the future, if you're watching this, that's why I stood still for so long. It wasn't because I was trying to avoid you or because I was doing a tactful retreat. It was because I had an itchy eye. I know what you're saying, that's the oldest excuse in the book. But trust me when I say that even though it's old, it's truthful. And the truth is what matters. Baby! I have to say, that is a fetching outfit for Robin. I don't think I've seen that one. This map is so huge. We really didn't appreciate its size when I used to play Melee. I suppose because I nearly always played 1v1 with one of my friends. And as such, we usually just sort of went down to one area. Usually down here because you can get some serious damage down here and not fall off. Whoa! It's Falcon Punch. This is certainly not the most engaging level. Whoa, what happened to Robin? I missed that. I would say let's see that again. But my track record when it comes to actually editing in the things that I say I'm going to edit in is a little bit questionable, to say the least. So maybe I'll have edited that in. Maybe no, I'm not going to have edited that in. I've decided now I'm not going to, because I am the master of my own fate, except for when it comes to falling off the edge. Ah, my eye is beginning to water. And I must be getting square eyes from all the television. Does anybody else remember that? If you remember your children, if anybody remembers their parents telling them that when they were younger, that if you watch too much television you'll get square eyes, leave a comment down below, because it's something that I thought about not that long ago and realised what a ridiculous idea that was. Did we really believe it? I think I did. A bit. Not properly, though. I tell you what, this is going to be a long old match. Because the level's huge, but it is a good level. Who is this Toon Link guy? I want to survive at least. Captain Falcon. Fate. Guess what Fate's got in store for you? It's Sonic! And he's not narrating. Narrating, I should really be saying commentating. Yeah, there's a difference. I'd tell you, but... No, I'm going to tell you. The difference between... Narration is when you're describing a story, whilst commentating is just commenting on current events that are happening right now. So, there you are. Maybe you learned something new. Maybe you didn't. Maybe you didn't care. Why not leave a comment and let me know? I know I'm pushing the whole comments thing, but comments are good. Comments are very useful. Almost as good as sharing. Nah, not as good as sharing. If you do like videos, please seriously share them with your friends, because it's... If we don't get... Way! Bouncing around. The more shares and the more people we get watching, the more stuff... Yeah! Take that! The more stuff like this we can do. Maybe more interesting things as well, when we get more of a budget, perhaps. And he's off the edge. This is quite a long match. Maybe I should limit... I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit any stock matches to maybe 5 minutes? Maybe 5 minutes, yes, because then that's not ridiculously long, but it stops. 8 minutes is a bit unnecessary. Oh! That was almost like I'd planned it, but I seriously hadn't. Lag! Why do people always do that? Why do people always say lag very slowly when they get lag? I mean, I know they're imitating lag, and I'm just talking very quickly now. And it actually requires quite a lot of mental fortitude, which I really need to be playing Smash in order to win. Which I'm not going to do, because Captain Falcon has got too much... gravy. No, he's got too many lives. That's what I'm trying to say. Too much lives. Where's that lag coming from? It's not me. I've sorted out all my internet issues. I cannot possibly have any internet issues ever. That's a lie. I'm sure I could if I really wanted to, because I'm my own man and I can do what I want. Because it's my choice. Oh, what did he just say? Itsatsu. What does that mean? Is that some sort of Japanese stuff? Why don't you let me know by leaving a comment below? if you know. Maybe you don't know, and you're going to try and convince me that it means something it isn't, like it's going to say something like spicy beef stew, when in fact it actually means something like I have beaten you with a large sausage. That just sounds wrong. I'm not going to say that again. I'm a responsible adult. I am. I nearly had you going for a minute there, didn't I? Okay, this shouldn't last much longer. This Captain Falcon's going to win it, no doubt. Unless we can team up against him, which we're not going to because there's no voice chat. Which I think isn't too bad a thing, to be honest, because who wants to be told... What?! I find this most upsetting. Why did that happen? I'm fairly sure there was a reason for it, but frankly I can't see it. I'm gonna wait for Toon Link to die. Sorry, Toon Link, but it's gonna happen. If it doesn't, then fair play to you, but the odds are against you. I'm gonna enjoy what's left of my alcohol-free beer. Tell you what, this stuff is actually quite nice. It's not as good as real beer, but people are getting better. Is he off? He's off! Isatsu. Isatsu. That sounds like a Japanese manufacturer of toasters. Maybe it is. Who knows? Well done to Captain Falcon. Fate had it. Fate had it. But Fate is very good. I played him a couple of times before actually recording this. Mainly as a warm-up. And yeah, he's very good. But on to the next match. Okay, now I'm going to go straight into a 1v1 with Ollie Matty. That's not you, I'm afraid. I have said that I'd do this 1v1 with Ollie Matty. Here he is, who you may have remembered from previous matches. Sorry, Crimsony. Next time, though, because I've seen you before, and I will definitely give you a game. But sometimes I've just got to have 1v1s, and sometimes you've just got to hand it to people with good old Alfie. Alfie. Also, yeah, I'll explain Neddy during this match, actually. If I remember, I may forget. It happens frequently. To stock! Okay, here we go. Oh, and he's got Mr. Game & Watch again. I can't remember what he was the first time. I don't think he was Mr. Game & Watch, but he certainly was in the coin match. And he did so very well. And I don't know if you know, but I do enjoy a bit of Alf. If you don't know me, I do enjoy a bit of Alf quite a lot. More than I should, perhaps. Alf's an interesting one, he really is. Anyway, I said I was going to explain the whole thing with Neddy. Basically, the fact of the matter is, this spawned from the fact that I didn't want to... Well, basically, I didn't want to release my my NNID, my Nintendo Network ID, as publicly, as I'm sure you can understand. You know, it's mine. I don't want to be bombarded with Facebook requests. Did any of you guys hear that? That sounded like someone left. Anyway, I don't want to be bombarded with Facebook requests. Facebook again. Friend requests. As I'm sure you can imagine, you know. There are lots of you out there who I'm sure want to have games, and yeah, if I did put it public, I wouldn't blame you for adding me. You know, it seems like the dumb thing. However, I want to try and keep it personal. You know, I've got a life outside of Nintendo life. It's happening again. Do you reckon there's people leaving in the lobby? I've got a life outside of Nintendo life, if you'll pardon the pun. But, and so I decided to create a second, that's right. I'm trying to concentrate at the same time because I want to win this. Ah! So I created a second account. And I called it NNIX because, you know, Nintendo Life Alex, fairly self-explanatory. However, I wanted to just use my me again, but I couldn't because it's being used for another account. And so I thought, oh, do I just duplicate my me? And then I realised I really didn't want to see two of my face in me form on my home screen all at the same time. I'm just a bit funny like that. And so I thought, okay, I'll create sort of like a blank slate. That's how you do it. Who I can use for this account. And so I thought, should I just create a very generic looking person? And I thought, no, people might actually think that that's, you know, who I'm trying to be. Also, how, you know, me's are fairly generic by their very nature. How do you create a generic me? So I decided not to give him a face. And so No Face Neddy was born. And as such, I called him Neddy, which meant that when people add me as friends, it comes up saying Neddy, which confused people, understandably, because my name's not Neddy. However, I also created a little fighter character for him. Haven't really tried him out much. But the thought's there. And who knows, maybe I'll use him in a match in this episode. Maybe I will. Maybe I won't. I don't know. God, this guy does like to stand near the edges. Oh! Oh! It's pretty close. It's very close, in fact. Oh! I'm not talking. I'm concentrating. I really, really want to win because that's what... It's not what Smash is all about. Far from it. Whoa! However, it would be nice. Nobody would, you know... Nobody says that they dislike winning unless it's, you know, winning because it's too easy or something like that. That I can understand. I appreciate that wholeheartedly. Whoa! Blast. Get out of the way, you fool! Put it out, you fools! That's a subtle Lord of the Rings reference to anyone who cares. Maybe you don't. Whoa! No, 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 no! Ah! I reckon if I wasn't talking about Neddy, nah, I don't know, I probably wouldn't have won. That was a good match, though. Really close. Thanks. I've forgotten your name. I'm terrible with that. Finn Warrior. I called you Fire Warrior, didn't I? No, that was, that was my good friend, Ollie Matty, of course. Thanks for playing. Maybe you'll be in the next match, but no, I'm not letting you in the next match. You're good, but got to give other people a chance as well. Memory Man 3. I can't say no to a name like that. Go on. Alright, Ollie Matty can stay in the same game as well, if he wants, because I'm feeling generous. So, there isn't going to be... Let's start all that again. There isn't even going to be a cut then, apart from that one that I just did, because I kept mucking up my lines over and over and over again. I'm also going to go with... Who shall I go with? Did I go with Sonic at one point? Yes, I did. No, I remember now. Ooh, I tell you what. I'll select my character. Tom, why not? I'll select my character and we'll go straight into it. Who have I gone for? Well, of course I've gone for my good old favourite. It's not my favourite, but I do love him a lot. I've gone for the Donk. And oh, we're on... This is proper Mario Kart stage. Who do you reckon chose this? Because I chose it last time, but I chose the Amiga form. So I don't know who's chosen this one. Whoa! I'm facing the wrong way for all that. All that jazz, as people often say. Whoa! Oh, Luma's already down. Doesn't take much to take out a Luma. Whoa! What? Oh, that is not the first time that has happened. Oh my word, I've already lost a life. I've also made it so that stock matches are, by default, 4 minutes. I know I said I was going to make it 5, but I think 5 minutes may be a wee bit too long. At least it encourages people, if there are large stages at play, to actually go out there and kill people, rather than just try and play it conservatively. Whoa! Oh, it looks like Tom's down. I'm not as far behind now as I thought. I reckon if I play conservatively, despite what I just said, I might be alright. Maybe. If I could just... I am not used to playing Donkey Kong at all. No, no, Luma! Good gracious, Luma. I'm trying to do the up and B. That one, it's fantastic. And of course I got hit by a sword as soon as I managed to pull it off. Because that's my lull! Good lord, I'm dead already. Oh, if I hadn't been so silly, maybe I would have lasted a bit longer. In fact, theoretically, I would have lasted a bit longer. Theoretically, I mean literally. Wow, my eye is still leaking. Wow. Whew. Must be all the heat. All the heat that there isn't. Oh, it's just 2 of them left. 2. Oh, it's looking interesting. Can Finn Warrior take out Rosalina, who doesn't have a name? Incidentally, if you guys, you know, put your names up above you, it's, you know, it's easier to call you rather than calling you Rosalina or anything like that. Because then if 2 of you are the same character, then I'm going to be calling you Rosalina 1, Rosalina 2, regardless of the character. No, that's not true. I will be calling you by your character's name. So, put your name on. It makes it easier for me to work it out. Now I actually just get to sit back and watch Game of Smash. It's quite relaxing. I do have to talk about it as well, otherwise dreadfully boring for you lot, but I wonder whether this is actually fun. Because, yeah, you know, sort of lots of people are interested in the Let's Plays and things like that. But people actually just talking about other people playing? Don't think I've ever seen that. Oh, could it be the end for Rosalina? I must admit, I usually call her Rosalina, but I know it's supposed to be Rosalina. Is it? I must admit, there has been a lot of discrepancy with the pronunciation of the Red Plumber's name. I'm going to call him that to prevent actually saying his name. Well, it's Mario. I call him Mario. Oh, is it over? Not yet. Not yet. I call him Mario, but there has been a lot of discrepancy, and I'm thinking, it's not confirmed yet, about doing a video where I actually look into the correct pronunciation of Mario using various means. I studied language at university, and so this is the sort of stuff that I did. Etymology and pronunciation, and I get to finally whip out the International Phonetic Alphabet again, which I'm going to love more than I care to admit. I tell you what, this is getting close, because Rosalina's got the edge with Luma, even though... Whoa, get out of there, son! Yep, son. Oh, anyone would think I was cool. It's... the gap's closing. It really is. Oh! That's all it takes. That's all it takes. One good hit. Well done to Ollie. Betty, Beretti, Ollie Matty, of course, my best friend. No, seriously, really well done to you. It's, that was a pretty close match, although it did come last, but you can't win them all. On to the next match. Okay, here we go. We're going to finish off with a 1v1, and I'm going to go up against Professor Whom again. Memory Man 3. I can't say no to that name. I don't know what it is about that name. So instead we get... And he left. Is he coming back? I don't know. We'll find out what happens and we'll jump straight to the match. He's back. Okay, as you're probably going to find out in a moment. In fact, you will find out. This is in fact now a team game. Too many people joined. I couldn't turn people away in the last match. This is the last match that we have time for. I say we, I mean me. This is the last match I have time for because I've already gone a little bit over my allotted time, particularly in the last episode. So we're just going to play through. I must admit, once I've got everything sorted, I'm probably just going to play some Smash with you guys afterwards, if you guys would like. I don't know why I'm talking to you now, because it would have been in the past. But, you know, the thought's there. Don't you dare, you silly dinosaur. He's not a dinosaur, he's a dragon. But I like to think I'm playing as Ridley at the moment. Oh, Luma died. I thought, who died? Why was it such a... Ah! A, you know, non-monumental event. I meant to say something like low-key. Okay. I tell you what, it's very confusing. You see, this situation with Lumas did occur. Oh! I said Lumas, I meant Rosalina's characters. The characters are the same, and so I'm going to have to... I must admit, I'm getting confused when it comes to actually fighting you. Although it shouldn't be, because one of you is clearly very red, and my chap, Mr. Memory 3, the chap who I just can't say no to, he is very, very much blue. I mean, he's definitely blue. Other Rosalina isn't technically red, but very dark colour, much closer to red than blue. So, shouldn't really be an issue. Come on, no lag, no lag, no lag, no lag. If you say no lag 4 times, any lag you have will disappear. That is a complete lie, and it shouldn't really be taken with any sort of truth in any sort of sense. And I'm just rambling now. It's what I do so very, very well. Bit of lag now. I tell you what, if I could build up a community of you guys who just want to play Smash, and you know, we can chat using the in-game chat. Obviously, I won't do when I'm recording. That would be great. I'd love to do that. We can say like, okay, what are we doing this time, guys? Because I'm all up for that. Because I'm all about the games. It's why I do this. Because I love games so much. It's a part of my life. It's a part of my childhood. No! Oh, it's okay. You're only dying for the first time. Oh. It's... Which way do we think it's going to go, guys? I think we've got it. For the main reason that I've got Rosalina on my team, who is a complete saucy minx. Oh! That's it! That's all it takes. Charizard, my favourite Charlie Lizard. There's a bit of a retro throwback to any of you long-time Smash Highlights fans. My favourite Charlie Lizard. Thank you so much for watching. That's all we've got time for I'll start that again. I'm afraid that's all we've got time for. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, why don't you smash that subscribe button and be sure to check out NintendoLife.com for all sorts of lovely Nintendo-related content. I'm running out of breath. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.